What is going on, Buffalo State Hockey? My name is Evan Harrington, here with men's head hockey coach Steve Murphy for another episode of Mondays with Murph. We have a lot to get into this episode. We're going to talk about this past weekend of games, talk about a few of the players on the team that are doing well, and then also looking forward to this weekend as the team is looking to get back into SUNYAC action. But first of all, Murph, how are you doing?
Everything's good. I have a nice little day off yesterday and looking forward to getting back at it here.
All right, so let's just talk about this past weekend of games real quick. The Bengals Classic happened here at Buffalo State Ice Arena just over the weekend. You guys played two teams. You guys won the first game against King's College 4-2, but then ultimately in the championship game lost 7-2 to Salve Regina. Just what are your overall collective thoughts with the weekend between the Kings game and Salve?
I don't know. I mean, you try not to overact too much, just with it only being games 1 and 2 of the regular season. I think that we still have a long way to go just to get where, hopefully we think we can see this team being at the end of the season. And I thought we learned a lot about our group, specifically on Saturday night playing Salve, and just some of the areas that we really need some work in. And so we're going to try and get that put in place here this week and try to take a step forward in some of the areas, obviously specifically defending. And we talked about that as a group after Saturday. I thought some of the younger guys were pretty good for us. They came out of the gates pretty good. And I thought, some of the returners that we were probably a little disappointed by, and just their slow start to the season and stuff like that. So it's done, it's over with. It's a new opportunity here this week, and I know us as a staff are just looking forward to getting back here practicing and the challenges of the 2 games this weekend.
So speaking of new, you got to see officially for the first time Marcus Cumberworth in net for 2 games. What are just your thoughts on his play this weekend?
I thought he was really good. Obviously in game 2 we didn't give him much help at all. And so he really didn't put a whole lot of emphasis just on him that game. He made 1 or 2 really big saves in the first period just to keep it at a 1-1 hockey game. I thought Friday he was really good. So yeah, he just looked cool, calm. I think he was composed in the net. I thought he was coming out and playing the puck very well for us. So yeah, it was nice to obviously see him get his first really collegiate action. We thought he handled himself really, really well, and very, very pleased with just the way he played, and probably a game or 2 that there may have been a lot of nerves going for him. So
after a hot start, Anthony Morin for you guys in his 3rd season here for Buffalo State has 2 goals in 2 games. I mean, just speak of his development, really taking a big step in year 3 for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, Anthony's always had the ability to score goals. He's a guy that we talked about early on, just it being a junior now, is we really need him to kind of come out of his shell and produce for us, and especially losing some of the goal scoring that we had last year in the offense. So it's nice to see him get going on the board, and again, we're trying to find the right pairing with him and where he fits and doesn't fit in the lineup, but it's nice to see him get rewarded here from some of his hard work over the weekend with 2 goals, and we most certainly need him to keep that up as long as possible here.
So moving forward now this weekend, you guys are back in SUNYAC action for the first time this year. Just speak about the importance of SUNYAC action.
Well, I mean, every game's technically a rivalry game, right? Just with the proximity of the teams and how competitive the conference is. So, you want to get started off on the right foot. You don't really want to be chasing too many points here in the second semester. So, it's important for us. I mean, obviously two tough games this weekend with Cortland and Oswego, but looking forward obviously to the challenge of playing those guys. And then part of it still too is just kind of worrying about ourselves and getting our group straight for the course of the season. But it's a big 4 points on the line this weekend, and we'll kind of see what happens.
Cortland is off to a 2-0 start this year, 15 goals in their first 2 games. Obviously very familiar opponent, not only SUNYAC, but you guys beat them in the playoffs last season. Just talk about Cortland and what they're doing well this year.
Yeah, I mean, they've obviously built their program up over the last couple of years here to be a top 4 team, top 5 team in the conference. And so, we maybe got the better of them last year just in the playoff game, and we split in the regular season. So I think that'll be a motivated group just to kind of come out and get back at us a little bit. So again, I mean, whoever we play, we know it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a huge 2 points on Friday night. Again, they're kind of looking to defend their home ice here for SUNYAC play, and we're obviously looking to get off to a good start. So it'll be a hard game, and like you said, 15 goals, and that's kind of been I thought was our downfall on Saturday, just our defending. And so I think if we plan on playing defense the same way as we did Saturday, it's going to be a long night for us on Friday night.
So Saturday night, you guys are taking on Oswego, another SUNYAC opponent. They're off to a 1-1 start this year, beating Hobart 3-2, but then losing to Elmira College 7-3. Very familiar opponent once again. Just what have they done well so far this year?
Yeah, I mean, obviously another tough place to go up and play, and Oswego's very hard to beat on the road. I mean, ultimately we fell to them last year on the road in the semis, but yeah, kind of maybe a tale of two different kind of games for them to start, beating Hobart, the #1 team in the country, and then dropping out to Elmira the next night. But yeah, I mean, obviously, they're going to be a hungry group. They get Fredonia first, and then get us on a back-to-back. So yeah, it'll be a tough game going up there and trying to beat them. But I think right now, our focus is just, again, Friday night here, trying to get off to a good start, and then hopefully there's some momentum that can carry us into Oswego and Saturday night.
All right, that has been another episode of Mondays with Murph with myself, Evan Harrington, alongside men's head hockey coach Steve Murphy. We will see you guys after the set of weekend SUNYAC games. Just want to say thank you to everyone who tunes in every Monday to watch myself and head coach Steve Murphy break down some Bengals hockey. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good day.